Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you my 2022 wrap up.
My perfect date starts in a small cafe. There's hearts everywhere cause it's Valentine's Day. We order up waffles, then share the whole plate. Sit by the window and start to debate. There's nobody else I'd rather spend my everyday with. I think it's sweet, she sometimes winks when she laughs. I like the way she dances barefoot in the grass. Yeah, we get along alright. Cause I've been dating me my whole life. Afternoon sun starts to peek through the clouds. We take the back streets to avoid the crowds. Waltz over sidewalks and twirl in the breeze. She'll catch me if I get weak in the knees. There's nobody else I'd rather spend my everyday with. She doesn't mind that I don't know how to cook. She likes the way I keep my nightstand filled up with books. And I think it's sweet, she sometimes winks when she laughs. I like the way she dances barefoot in the grass. Yeah, we get along alright. Cause I've been dating me my whole life. She doesn't mind that I don't know how to cook. She likes the way I keep my nightstand filled up with books. And I think it's sweet, she sometimes winks when she laughs. I like the way she dances barefoot in the grass. Yeah, we get along alright. Cause I've been dating me my whole life.
So I gave myself a goal to read 52 books for 2022, one book a week. For the second year in a row, I failed, unfortunately. I ended up reading 40 books, which is actually not that bad, but less than last year. And I was a little bit disappointed, but at the same time, I had so much going on that I'm not too much surprised. And looking at all of this and reflecting on my 2022 year, I am going to try to do things differently for 2023. So that's one of the reasons why I like to look at my past year to see how I can improve things. But yeah, let's start with the Buzzwordathon. So this was my second year participating in the Buzzwordathon hosted by Books and Lala. She doesn't participate that much into it anymore, but she did start it, and she leaves it to the people who want to participate in it. If you don't know what it is, every month you have a buzzword and you just try to pick books that have that buzzword in the title and read. The original readathon was to read as many of those books as possible during the first week of each month. I do them monthly and I only pick one book or two sometimes if I have many that do fit the prompt, but I usually just pick one because I have so many books I want to read other than doing this readathon, and I cannot give myself only a week to read a specific week to read a book, not with my very busy schedule. So yeah, that's how I do it. So let's look at what I actually managed to do. So for January, the buzzword was a title with one of the 5 W words or 1 H. So who, when, where, why, what, and how. And for that prompt, I read She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan, which I finished reading on January 31st. For February, the buzzword was pronouns, so any pronouns in the title. For that prompt, I picked up Shatter Me, which I finished on May 31st. So yeah, it took me a while to finish this one, but I did finish it throughout the year. In March, the buzzword was location, so any location in a title. And for that prompt, I picked up The City of Brass by S.A. Chakrabarty, and I finished this book on April 28th. In April, the buzzword was big and little. So for that one, I picked up The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This one I have not finished to this day. So in May, the buzzword was directions. And for this one, I picked up Come Tumbling Down by Seanan McGuire. I finished this one on May 21st. In June, the buzzword was all, and for that one I picked up All's Well by Mona Awad, and I finished this one on July 8th. In July, the buzzword was any bookish related word, and for that prompt I was trying to read The Bookish Life of Nina Hill, but I did not finish this book even at this day. In August, the buzzword was object, so any object in the title. And for that one, I picked up Crown of Thunder by Tochi Onyibuchi, and I finished this one on September 4th. In September, the buzzword was light and dark, and for that one, I read The Darkening by Sunya Mara, which I finished on December 8th. In October, the buzzword was animals and creatures, and for that one, I picked The Mockingjay by Susan Collins, but I have still to finish this book again. In November, the buzzword was any word ending with ing, and for that one, I picked Becoming by Michelle Obama, and I finished this one on April 5th. I know I'm cheating a tiny bit because I read it like before the actual prompt, but I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough ing books. But I also counted for this prompt Catching Fire, which I did finish on December 1st. And finally, in December, the buzzword was numbers. And for that prompt, I was trying to reread The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, which I have not reread yet. So out of the 13 books I mentioned for the 12 prompts, 4 of them I haven't read or haven't finished. 2 of them I read on time during the right month I was supposed to read it. And 7 of them I've read in another month that it was not supposed to happen, but I still read them. So we're gonna try and do better next year. I'm just happy I actually got to all of these books, and I was really happy in general with the reads I've got. As we're already doing stats, I'm going to give you the last stats that I have. I don't do many stats because I tend to find them a little bit tedious to do, but I do like to look at not the genres, but the format, the number of pages, and the ratings. So here we go. I read in total 40 books in 2022 for a total of 13,822 pages. And if I compare to the year 2021, it looks like it's pretty much the same ratio-wise, because I did read 44 books in 2021, and the number seems to be pretty much within the same ratio. So not disappointed with that. Out of these 40 books, 14 were ebooks, 4 were audiobooks, and 22 were physical books. I feel like the 4 books I haven't read compared to the year before, they were 4 ebooks less because the rest of it is pretty much the same. So I did feel like I read less ebooks than in 2021. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, there's not much else to say. Ranking wise, I read 1 half-star, 0 1-star, 0 1.5-star, 1 2-star, 0 2.5-star, 1 3-star, 1 3.5-star, 7 4 stars, 9 4.5 stars, and 14 5 stars. And out of all of these 40 books, there are 6 books that I gave no ratings to because of the topics and because mostly they were nonfictions. And I find it very hard for me. I find it very hard to rate nonfictions, especially when it's about certain topics or a very personal experience, and I don't feel comfortable rating people's experience. So that's why I gave 6 of those books no stars at all. Not because it's a 0 star, but just because I'm not comfortable rating them. So that makes it an average of 4.28 stars. I've had an amazing reading year, if it's like enjoyable reading, because that's a very high rating for a full year. I've given, I don't know if it's because I just picked the right books, but I've been picking amazing books, like 14 5 stars. That's a lot. I don't know if I'm not like severe enough in my ratings or if I just pick up the right books, but it's been an amazing year and I've enjoyed most of my reads, so I'm not unhappy about that. For those of you who just want to know what books I read throughout the month, I will be giving you the name of every book I read for 2022. So in January, I read The Lost Hero, 4 stars, How to Be Bad, a half star, She Who Became the Sun, 5 stars. In February, I read The Black God's Drums, 5 stars. In March, I read The Hunger Games, 5 stars. The 5th Season, 5 stars. Washington Black, 4.5 stars. Finley Donovan Is Killing It, 4.5 stars. In April, I read A Song of Wrecks and Ruin, 4.5 stars. The City of Brass, 5 stars. Escaping Exodus, 4.5 stars. In May, I read Death Note Volume 1, 4 stars. In An Absent Dream, 5 stars. Come Tumbling Down, 5 stars. Shatter Me, no rating. Beasts Made of Night, 4 stars. In June, I read Heartstopper Volume 1, 5 stars. The End of Gender, no rating. In July, I read Stay With Me, 5 stars. The Art of Waiting, no rating. Becoming, no rating. All's Well, 3.5 stars. In August, I read What Alice Forgot, 3 stars. The Black Flamingo, no rating. Jurassic Park, 4.5 stars. The Fellowship of the Ring, 5 stars. Radium Girls, no rating. In September, I read The Crown of Thunder, 4 stars. In the Coils of the Labyrinth, 4.5 stars. Lucky Girl, 5 stars. In October, I read All Your Perfects, 2 stars. The Keeper of Night, 5 stars. The Empress of Time, 4.5 stars. In November, I read House of Hollow, 4.5 stars. The Inheritance Games, 5 stars. Catching Fire, 5 stars. And in December, I read The Darkening, 4 stars. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, 4 stars. A Christmas Carol, 4 stars. And finally, Spy Family, 4.5 stars. So that's pretty much my 2022 year in reading. I'm actually really happy with how it went. I do wish I could have read a bit more. I wish I got some more books down my TBR because I'm just so interested in so many books. But other than that, I did enjoy my books, so I'm not like too disappointed with it. I didn't actually achieve all of my other goals, which were to also do more drawing videos, which I haven't done, and I haven't finished that many series either. But other than that, it's all good. I'm happy with what I read, and that's the most important part. So let me know what you think of any of those books. Let me know how your 2022 year went. Are you happy with it? Why not? I would love to know your opinion on the subject and discuss it with you. Like, comment, and subscribe if you wish. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon in the next one.